From Riverside, California, Captain Vince Marchbanks has been outstanding so far. Justin Payan, Cole Harrell, Nate Kreider, and Ismael Blanco. And the team from the Eastern United States, hailing from Boston, Team BAMF, Captain Mike Caterino, Derek Cutter, Matt Giovinco, his brother Andrew, his twin brother, and Michael Oliveira will make up the team from Boston. This is for a spot in the final, and they will take on the team from Canada. If they win this, whoever wins is going to go up for the championship title and $25,000 in cash.
Yeah, Trace, and this is going to be a great game. I've been waiting for this one, and you're going to watch a team from the East Coast. In fact, Giovinco's already falling around. Look at that. He did a flip over in the corner, and he's still in there. And these guys are going to be bouncing around out there using these tramps. And you look at the team from Riverside, they're playing back now. They know what they're up against.
Riverside in black, Boston in red. This is the first of 5 games. It's the best of 5 that will get you to the finals. Oh, and Riverside with a big charge here, Ed.
And out goes one of the Giovinco brothers, and there's just more coming because you look at the arms of these guys from Riverside, and look, they're just pummeling. And when they can throw that strong, that ball will come off the back wall and come right back to them. It's a huge advantage. And look at that catch by Marchbanks, and it just fired him up.
Marchbanks is all fired up, as he should be. Right now, his team is up 5-1.
And here he comes, and he's going to do that pump fake while somebody else is tees off. And there you go. You can tell by Justin Payan's signature scream that Riverside is taking it home.
It looks like the referee has come out. There's a little dispute. What's going on?
Yeah, let's take a look here. It looks like Marchbanks throws that pump. Giovinco does a great move there. Comes down, and there goes Ish Blanco, who makes the final kill. And look at it in the overhead cam. Great shot. Bang. He steps
on the line.
Steps right on the line. And, that just shows how difficult it is to ref this sport.
So not only challenging for the athletes, but challenging for the referees to keep a close eye on the game as one of the Giovinco brothers, Matt, is released from the sidelines. So now they still have a shot.
Yeah, and if you want somebody back there, it's definitely Giovinco for Boston. I mean, he's an amazing player all around. He can catch, he can dodge, and he's got a killer accurate throw. So let's see what he does here. He's playing it safe like he should, and he was very smart watch. He's going to protect, and then he picks up a ball, and that's the way to play it. And if he threw the second one, that's dangerous, because now he's totally vulnerable.
And same with the ref. He's kind of vulnerable. He blows the whistle. Giovinco is out. He stepped on the line big time there, Ed.
Yeah, and he didn't just step on the line. I mean, he got a passport to go over to Riverside's country, and there it is, clear as day, and Riverside takes the first game.
So Riverside up 1-0 here. A spot in the final and $25,000 on the line.
Yeah,
so the pressure's on.
You can see that on Andrew Giovinco's face there, just starting this match off. I mean, he is intense. He's ready to go, as this whole Boston team is. And Riverside just playing their game, very aggressive, and a no-look throw there from Marchbanks. Putting back up, Boston on their heels.
East Coast versus West Coast. Have these teams played each other a lot, Ed?
These teams have played in some national tournaments around the country, and it's anybody's game right now. It really is.
A lot of balls flying there, nobody out.
And look at the difference of style. You see Boston moving forward and back, and then they're going to retreat now, whereas Riverside tends to sort of quadrant themselves out.
Oh, nice catch.
And there goes Oliveira. Marchbanks just tees off on him. He unloads, and you don't want to be on the other end of that thing when it's coming at you. And it looks like Boston's regrouping here, Trace.
And it's 4-on-4. Riverside in black, Boston in red.
Yeah, and look what they're doing there. They're spending too much effort on Marchbanks. I mean, Marchbanks is just sitting there.
Whoa.
And look at that. I mean,
it's a pepper fest there.
Up there. He's fired up, and ref's going to come out and sort this thing out. But let's take a look here. I mean, Marchbanks comes up, and see that ball hits his and comes down and hits him in the shin. Now, the ref's calling him out. Marchbanks doesn't hear it. He continues to play, and that puts Cutter at risk up here. Marchbanks gives him a throw, and then Kreider comes in and takes out Cutter. Cutter hits Kreider. It's pandemonium out there. And at the end result is Marchbanks is out, and Cutter is out. And that's a tough break for Boston, because the reality is Marchbanks affect that play, and it probably should have kept both those guys in, other than Marchbanks.
So Marchbanks running a little bit of interference that perhaps may have paid off for his team, as the team from Boston is up 3-2, so they have the advantage. Oh, not anymore, 2-2.
And that's where that acrobatic play just doesn't make much sense. I mean, I know these guys are good at it, but you got to be careful. A catch would have been invaluable there. The Boston guys are talking, and look how Giovinco points out who he's going to throw at. Boston's just a very smart team, and all left is Kreider. Kreider's the last man standing for Riverside, but he's got a gun. Matt, don't
Kreider trying to survive for his team Riverside, who's up 1-0.
Yeah, in this situation, Trace, you really got to play smart if you're Boston because, you know, you've got a huge advantage here. And you let him throw, and he's going to come up right away. Giovinco's got to come up right away with his brother going out.
So it's one-on-one here in this second game in the semifinal.
Boy, this is great. These two guys both have cannons of arm, very accurate throwers. And Kreider's playing the smart way. He's carrying 2 balls, and there you go.
So Riverside, California up 2-0 in this critical point in the game.
Yeah, and take a look how Kreider does here. I mean, it's just so smart. He's always got 2 balls in his hands. So when he's up against Caterino, he's got nothing to worry about. He throws the first one, makes Caterino move, and watch this, just bang, he picks him out of the air. And here comes Giovinco. He's moving up. He makes his throw, and because Kreider has the second ball, he can just pop him right there. I mean, it's just brilliant play by Kreider, and it gives them the game.
Riverside, California with a big advantage here. It is do or die for Boston. Riverside up 2-0, and a spot in the finals is on the line right now.
Yeah, and Boston knows that. I mean, look at Cutter back there jumping around. I mean, these guys know what's on the line, and they're just ready to take it to them. And I think Boston's a little shell-shocked here. Let's see how they come back at it. And there's an errant throw at Marchbanks, who has a blocker. I'm not quite sure why they threw that ball.
So can Captain Vince Marchbanks lead his team from Riverside to the finals?
Well, and Marchbanks just intimidates. I mean, he hasn't even thrown that ball. He steps up, and it forces Boston to take a look at him.
What's the rule on that, though? Doesn't he need to throw it at some point?
Yeah, the referee should be keeping an eye on that. But right now, it's working to his advantage because he's still holding on to that ball, and then he just lets one fly like that. I mean, and it's just a cannon. I mean, it's just hard to beat that kind of ability.
Boston's down to 2 men. Riverside full strength at 5. Not looking good for Boston.
No, and I'll tell you right now, Riverside smells the victory right here. I mean,
boom, and now they're down to 1.
And look at that, Kreider's pumping his fist. They know, they just feel it. But Cutter's a tough guy back there, and let's see what he does because he's definitely got the skills. He took him this far. Let's see what he can get here.
He's got to make some catches.
Yeah. Cutter's playing it safe. He's backing up. He's got control of the majority of the balls, which means throwing is going to be on him now. He's going to have to make a throw, but he's carried 2 with him, which is very smart. Pump fake. He's just got to try. Oh, and there you go. It's a catch. It's over.
And that'll close it up, Ed. The team from Riverside, California, Doom, sweeping it 3-0 and will head to the championship final and face Toronto, the team called the Canucketeers, for the $25,000